How's it going, guys? Welcome to Our Heads. So today we wanted to talk about something, I guess, out there, wild, fiery.
It's a current event.
You want to start it out, Otis?
There's a fire. There's wildfires in Canada. What part of Canada?
Think it
Does
was
I
anyone know?
don't know
somewhere
my
near
geography
Quebec,
that
right?
well.
Or something.
Let's
I just
see.
know it's on the East Coast, and that's why a lot of the East Coast states are having air air pollution or air
Yeah,
Let's
quality
see.
issues.
very low air quality.
Mm. That's freaking
The
scary. Isn't that the
Uh,
first time? At least the
I,
first time I've been here.
for as long as I can, or at least where I've been paying attention, I was looking at my iPad just to see what the weather was, and it was like 180. I was like, I don't think I've ever seen that high before. At least that I paid attention, and
Mm.
I went outside to go throw some trash away, and it just like smell like almost smell like an electrical fire, just a fire in general. And it's like, I mean, yesterday I saw some hazing, but
Yes.
like around noon, but I didn't really pay too much attention to it. I think, oh, it's just maybe some smoke from somewhere, some haze. But then today, it was like this morning after the kids went to school, I came out, threw the trash away, and it was like hazy, and I smelled smoke, and then it looked like
Yeah.
there was maybe some particulates floating around that weren't normal. I was like, okay, there's something else going on around here.
Yeah.
So I'm far away enough that my air quality is actually fine. I mean, it's more polluted than usual,
Hmm.
but Fredericksburg, nothing's wrong here. My brother did send me a funny text. Yesterday he was walking around the dog, around the park, and then he texted me. He says, "Is Virginia known for its smog?" I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. We're not even in a basin of sort, right? Like we're not even in a
Mm.
valley. And yeah, he's just wondering, and then took photos and sent it to me
Yeah.
yesterday.
Welcome to China, Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the wildfires are in Quebec. That's where they actually are. Um, my significant other texted me yesterday, or I think the day before, and was like telling me, sending me photos of her sky and everything there, and it was really hazy. And that was the first I had heard of the actual wildfires because I haven't been like plugged into the news or whatever this week. And then today it was all over the news that it was like, you know, affecting the area here. So then she texted me
Yeah,
again today and was like, I hear the wildfires are affecting your air quality as well. And I was like, yep. And then I went outside this afternoon, and sure enough, it was smoky, and it smelled, it didn't smell like smoke, but it didn't smell normal.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
this
You
morning
know the
it was.
difference.
mhm.
Yeah, I went out just a few hours ago, or a couple. This actually not like an hour ago, actually. And I barely smelled anything, but like this morning was like definitely it was like smoke. Like it
Well,
smelled like
tomorrow is
smoke.
supposed to be worse because today it went from code orange to code red air quality, which I
Mhm.
think is the worst air quality. I don't think there's
Hmm.
No,
anything
there's one
beyond
more
red.
level above it. We were
What's that?
just on,
Code
like, if you
black.
looked at the needle, it was like right there on the line from being like the worst it can be.
What's the worst?
Well, there's red, and then
Code
there's like this dark red,
code
almost
hell.
purple color.
Code dead.
It's
There's
Purple Rain. Code name Purple
code
Rain.
red and code dead.
Yeah, they call it health.
Code Red.
We were an unhealthy, and then we were like right there on the cusp of what they call very unhealthy,
Hmm. So don't go
Like
outside and smoke.
because it was
like
yeah. I
like a
saw
Beijing
the highest.
Beijing unhealthy.
Yeah, the highest I saw was 192 or 194, and I think the line it goes up to 200, and then skip 201 is like the high, like when it goes up to like 500 or whatever,
Yeah,
201 to like 500, and that's the
they
What is it
worst.
canceled
now? How are we doing now in our area?
I just
for air
checked
quality.
here, we're 157, and what right now
Oh, okay. So it's kind of subsided a bit.
it's still orange, but yeah.
Well, they canceled all outdoor activities today for all of the schools, high schools, and colleges and stuff. Like there were
Well, they
some playing field days, and of course,
better.
outdoor sports and stuff. All that was canceled today and tomorrow. Um, and then my family is supposed to go to Canada, like 4 weeks. So my mom texted in like, hopefully the wildfires will be gone before we go to Canada. And I was like, hopefully, that's 4 weeks from now.
Well, yeah, from 4 weeks from now, because I think like right now there's I forget how many fires they said there was 110 or something like that, or
It's like
some like
they said 600 square miles of forest is on fire or
yeah, and a
something like
bunch
that.
of it is uncontrolled.
Do we
Yeah.
know what started it? Do we know? Do we have more information about that?
So there's three possible causes every time, right? There's either lightning strike, camper, or cigarettes, right? And
They said
sometimes there can be like a controlled, like a
The controlled burn.
farmer doing a controlled fire or whatever like that.
Yeah.
So those are like the four reasons that that can start a forest fire.
so
But
this
for this one,
one
they
I
don't
don't
know.
know how much of it, but like probably it's maybe a multitude of different ones, but at least I think they said like two lightning strikes started some fires.
Okay, so it was lightning strike.
Yeah.
Okay,
Dang,
well that makes sense.
that's pretty real. I mean, kind of puts. I'm not smiling because I like what's happening, but it's kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
I've
like the
never.
wildfire.
It's the first
It's
time,
Well,
yeah,
they
first
said
it's
time I've
it
ever
makes you
seen it.
think like if like California, like the fires that
Hmm.
they're constantly going through, it makes you realize like, oh man, smoke can come that far
yeah,
because you're
one
always talking
was
about
like
other states from that it's
And
affecting,
then
and it's like
I saw that video. Back when the California fires were still raging, like terribly. A guy, goes somewhere like a trip outside his city. He comes back to his neighborhood, and his entire neighborhood was on fire. And because it happened so quickly, no one really notified him. So like you just see a video of just his entire neighborhood in flames.
yeah.
yeah,
And I wonder if like that's what's happening in Quebec right now in certain neighborhoods.
Well, I
That's
would
pretty
imagine
scary.
most of it's uninhabited.
I
Um,
think right now it
so
seems
'cause-
like it's forest stuff. I don't think it's reached city limits or town limits yet.
yeah,
Okay, so no, it's still. I guess nature is burning down, but
I'm sure
I
there are
guess.
some people out there that live out there,
Yeah, I mean, there's
Mhm.
but
still a
I don't
lot of
think it's
like it's
like a
not
city or anything. Yeah.
well, not, I mean, not humans that are getting affected by it. I think right, like as far as the fire, but I haven't read too deeply into it. It could be possible, but I mean, you also have the wildlife, so that's
No,
I sent.
Smokey the Bear.
I sent. I sent a message to my family almost right away when I saw the warnings, and I told them, hey, if you really have to go outside, if you have a filtered mask, you should probably wear that just in case.
yeah.
You don't inhale the smoke or you don't inhale uh, whatever pollutants are in the air right now. Um,
How long do you think this is going to last? You think they're going to have it out in the next week or
I
so?
mean, if it's uncontrolled, I mean that like you look at the California fires, like it goes on for weeks or like
What is
before
the
they.
longest forest fire that was out of control?
I don't know. It just I think it was a while. It was a long time. I know that, but I don't know exactly. And yeah, it was funny. My wife was talking about taking our 1.5-year-old outside. She's like, "Can we like maybe go for a walk or something?" And I go and take the trash out, and I come back. I'm like, "It smells like smoke." And then I look up the air quality and everything like that, and it's like, yeah, children, older people don't stay. Best to stay indoors. I was like, well, guess that can't happen.
So the longest forest fire was the Daijingaling
oh wait, this is in
wildfire.
Asia though.
Yep,
Yeah,
in aka the Great Black Dragon Fire, which raged in the Greater Kingon Mountain Range of northeast China between May 6th and June 2nd of 1987. That was the longest
The
forest.
It says the longest one in North America was also in Canada, in British Columbia. It
Is it?
raged on from the 1st of June all the way to the 31st of October.
June
And
or
that's in the
October?
yeah, June to October. 5 months later.
That's crazy. Well, I
Yeah.
know the longest fire is in Centralia, Pennsylvania, the
In
mines.
America.
Yeah, in the coal mine there. It's underground though.
Oh, you meant like just it, not a forest fire, but
No,
just
just
a burning
fire.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, isn't there like an area called like the Devil's?
Hole, the hell hole,
Oh yeah,
or
hellhole. Yeah,
yeah,
because it
that's
just
in
burns forever.
it's in like south, like wherever Desert
Russia,
Storm
right?
was.
Oh no, something like that. Oh,
They
someone
lit
that's like,
the gas on fire to
yeah, they lit
burn
it
up
on fire to try and keep it
the
like
oil.
contained, but
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
still
and then they couldn't put it
burning.
out.
Burning.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's what was that since like 1980 something or 7? I forget how long that was ago.
Yeah. So
Well, be careful, guys. I'm pretty safe here in Fredericksburg. Hopefully, it never gets worse over here. But
Well, it says
I
it
do know,
went
like,
down. It was expected to go as far as down as South Carolina. So
are you
I'm gonna go
serious?
outside and blow it
yeah,
over to your house.
Oh my goodness. See, I wouldn't wish that for you, Otis. But you know what?
No, I'm sharing
I'll
the
be the
love.
bigger person.
Sharing the love.
I hope you guys keep yourself safe. Get some masks if you're in the affected areas. Stay indoors, and we'll see you guys on our next drop.
Later.